Manchester United bombshell transfer that could change and bring glory back to Old Trafford. Hey football fans. Welcome back to United News. Big transfer updates today. Manchester United is in the headlines once again as they're making waves in the summer transfer window. Man United ready to fork out £51 million on major Casemiro upgrade. Manchester United are interested in Atlanta midfielder Ederson. Manchester United are reportedly willing to spend £51 million to sign Atlanta midfielder Ederson, as Ruben Amorim looks to bolster his midfield ranks. Two Man United midfielders are facing uncertain futures, with the club's hierarchy keen to offload the £350,000 per week Casemiro, while Christian Eriksen will be out of contract in June. Both of those players will need replacing if they leave, and reports suggest the Red Devils have already begun scouring the market for midfield targets. According to Italian outlet Calciomercato, Ederson is at the top of Man Utd's shortlist, and they are prepared to bid £51 million to bring him to Old Trafford. The 25-year-old has played a major role in Atlanta's success since he joined the club in 2022. He can play in a 6, 8 or 10 role versatility which appeals to Man United. Ederson has played in all but one of Atlanta's Serie A games this term, and the Italian side understandably want to keep him. The Brazilian is contracted until 2027, so Atlanta are in a strong negotiating position and are well aware of the growing interest in his signature. Man United may need to sell before any big buys. There is no doubt that Man United will be in the market for a new midfielder this summer, but they need to be careful with their spending due to PSR, profitability, and sustainability rules. The Red Devils may need to sell several players before they're able to splash big sums on top targets, so we'll have to be selective until they do. They will recoup £40 million from Marcus Rashford if Aston Villa trigger their option to buy clause in his loan deal, while they're keen to sell the likes of Antony and Casemiro. There is also a possibility that academy graduates Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo could be sold if large bids arrive, although Man United are particularly reluctant to allow the latter to leave. Team Talk understands that Man Utd's priority for the summer is to sign a new striker. Whether they are able to spend big on a new number 9 and a midfielder will depend on outgoings. Ederson has been linked with Man United frequently in recent months, while Manchester City also considered him before they signed Nico Gonzalez in January. The Red Devils could find it difficult to convince Ederson to join without the offer of Champions League football, especially as Atlanta are expected to qualify for the competition. He is a player to keep an eye on, but even if Man United were to have a bid accepted for the midfielder, there is still no guarantee an agreement on personal terms would be reached. Man United offered player Guardiola, hailed as the best in the world, in his position. Manchester United could sign another Bayern Munich star after welcoming Noussair Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt last year. Manchester United are reportedly among a host of clubs to have been offered ex-Manchester City star Leroy Sane. That's according to TBR Football, which claims the Red Devils, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool and Newcastle United have all been contacted by the player's entourage ahead of his contract expiring this summer. Sane has been locked in negotiations with Bayern Munich officials over a new deal for several months, most recently holding a new round of talks at the beginning of March. As per Florian Plettenberg, who adds the German international is determined to stay. Yet, with conversations at a standstill, his camp is seemingly keen to test the waters and see what else is out there, with a return to the Premier League looking to be his preferred option. Sane won 2 Premier League titles before returning to Germany. Sane is in the final months of his contract with Bayern. Since swapping Manchester for Munich in 2020, the winger has notched 56 goals and 50 assists in 209 appearances. At the Etihad, he recorded 39 goals and 43 assists in 135 matches, and so frequently proved to be a game-changing asset for Pep Guardiola. Guardiola was well aware of Sane's prolific attacking ability, hence why he was unwilling to sell him when Bayern came knocking. Sane is the best in the world playing out wide. I'd prefer to use him where he is strongest. He's an incredible player, said the City boss in 2019. The forward himself decided it was time to ply his trade elsewhere, eventually choosing to test his resolve in his homeland with the Bundesliga giants. Earlier in his career, he also gained experience with Bayer Leverkusen and Schalke. It remains to be seen whether United would look to pursue a swoop for the 29-year-old, or whether he'd be willing to taint his reputation with the Sky Blues by representing both sides of the Manchester Derby. Stay tuned as we break down all the latest rumors and what they mean for United's future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the freshest updates on your favorite club.